Ned Bell back with us. I thought we were doing sockeye salmon today, but hey, you brought the halibut for you.
Well, you know what, the recipe that's available on your website was for sockeye salmon, but we're just towards the tail end of the coho season, so when I wrote the recipe, it had sockeye in it. But you know, the great thing about this recipe is you can use any fresh fish possible as long as it's ocean-wise and preferably from local waters. So decided to go with halibut. We're just at the end of the halibut season as well.
Let's get the sizzle going.
Yeah, let's do it. So we have some halibut fillets. We're starting in a warm pan. A little bit of olive oil. We're going to season up the halibut nice and liberally. And
what are we using for seasoning?
That's just a salt with some herbs de Provence in it. So some tarragon and different rosemary and a few different tasty seasonings that give the fish a little bit of a crust. A couple minutes on that side. And then we'll flip over and finish cooking. We have a finished fish over there, but what we're gonna do is start making a warm sauce, kind of like a warm vinaigrette. So we're gonna again start with a little bit of olive oil.
And what's your go-to for olive oil? I know you've talked about this before, but throw that in there again.
I love this olive oil. It's just fantastic. Dominica Fiore, super high quality olive oil.
Yep.
And because we're just warming the olive oil, you can use an extra virgin olive oil. You don't want to cook with too much heat when you're using extra virgin olive oil. Adding some red onions, because shallots would work. Just enough to kind of wake the onions up a bit because you want a little bit of that texture. We're going to add some fresh Abbotsford BC blueberries. You could add strawberries, you could add blackberries, you could add raspberries. Basically, you could even add diced apple or pear as we're coming into the fall season.
Yeah.
Tumbling those around a bit. And then finishing really quickly, just a couple of minutes maximum, because you want the integrity of the blueberries to still be there. You don't want the fruit to turn into a total puree per se, so you want the texture of the blueberries. We finished a little bit of balsamic vinegar, local balsamic vinegar, the Venturi Schultz from over on Vancouver Island. It's the best balsamic vinegar. You could actually drink this. Straight up. Right.
We'll do that at the end.
I'm just kidding. And then really easy salad. So, you know, Fraser Valley Food Show that's coming up, we love to celebrate all things gluten-free as well as sustainable seafood. So this salad is gluten-free. You could garnish it with some nuts if you wanted, but then...
Okay, so this is how the master does it. This is how we started. How long on each side to get it like this?
About 3 minutes on this side, or on the first side here in the pan, and you just want sort of a medium to high heat so you get that absolutely gorgeous golden brown crust on the halibut, which is pretty darn tasty.
So we're going to plate that up, and then for the sauce that you've made to go with it, how long is that sitting in there?
Well, this really is almost instant. I mean, the cool thing about this recipe is you can make this in minutes at home. Another way to add some really good healthy ingredients is I just take a halved avocado or two and then just put it right on the salad, just right like that. Because it's the richness of the avocado, some whatever greens you want. We're using some living butter lettuce.
Smells amazing.
From Winsett Farms. Doesn't it smell amazing? Like this sauce, and if you look at the sauce itself, it's got this incredible, vibrant color. I mean, look at that. And that took all of...
So, by the way, you were at Fraser Valley Food Show, showcasing this recipe and others, I'm guessing?
I am. I'm there this weekend, Fraser Valley Food Show in Abbotsford, gluten-free show that they love to promote all things from the Fraser Valley. You know, the Fraser Valley is a phenomenal place. It's the breadbasket of British Columbia for phenomenal ingredients. And I'm there on Saturday, 1:30 and 4:30. Excited to work with some of my friends, my farmer friends out there.
Yeah.
And those, I mean,
it's delicious.
Talk about tasty, right?
Yeah.
And I think you can enter to win this Ned's Tackle Box.
Oh, we're going to confirm that rumor right now. There it is. Contests at btvancouver.ca, and some of Ned's signature tuna in there too.
It is, yeah. And a gluten-free power cookie, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free.
Every time Ned comes to the BT studio, you bring the power cookies, and it lifts us up. So thank you for that boost.
It gives you energy for you guys. You work so hard here in the mornings. I know that.
Rock and roll. So we're going to continue working on this. This recipe is fantastic. We've got it on our website as well. Ned, congratulations on your ride, and we'll look forward to you at the Fraser Valley Food Show.